going on, Crunch Nation? It's KJ here, coming back to you guys with another YouTube video. So if you saw the other video Crunch did, he went over the best offensive players for Madden 21. I'm going to go over some of my favorite defensive players so far for Madden 21. So we're going to jump into it. Like I said, we're going to try to go kind of quick because there are quite a few people that we're going to go over, and we're going to try not to make it too long. I'm going to go over basically 3 different corners, a free safety, a strong safety, one of every linebacker, and then one of every defensive lineman. I think I stuck 2 in there for one of the defensive linemen because there's 2 that I really like, so I did throw those in there. So we're going to go ahead and start with the defensive lineman. So coming in at the D-line, all right, is Mean Joe Greene. He is an absolute goon at D-tackle. With his stats, he's probably the best well-rounded D-tackle and one of the fastest. So he has 75 speed with 84 excel. He's got the 92 strength, 92 block shed, 91 pursuit, 90 tackle, 90 hit power. But he's also got 92 power move, which is absolutely insane. It's probably one of the highest power moves in the game right now. Then we're going to move on, and we're going to be looking at Aaron Donald. He is still one of my favorite right ends. And the reason that I say that is because he's so balanced. He's got not very great speed with 74 speed and 82 excel, but he's got high strength, high block shed, high pursuit, high play rec. Then he's also got high power move and high finesse move, which you don't get a lot of them that are very, very balanced. So he's still one of my absolute favorites, even though he's only an 88 overall. But if you're going to go for the biggest, baddest one, obviously it's Deacon Jones that just came out because he's got the high speed with 81 speed, 89 excel. He's got high strength and block shed as well. In his power-up, he will reach over 90 in both, which is really, really good. He almost reaches 90 in hit power, but hit power really doesn't matter because nobody fumbles anymore. So that's really irrelevant in this game until they fix the fumbling to where people actually fumble. But this is why I still like Aaron Donald, because he's got really balanced in terms of his finesse move and power move. Deacon Jones has really, really high power move and average finesse move. So I do like the more balanced of Aaron Donald, and when he gets a future card, he's going to be fucking insane, like he always is. So that's why I still put him in here, and I did 2 right ends, because he's still one of my favorites just because he's so balanced. And then we're going to move over to left end, which is Reggie White. I put him on here because also he has very high of power move and almost very, very high finesse move. Like, they're almost balanced. He's got decent speed, not as much speed coming off as Deacon does with 76 speed and 86 excel. His agility is really low. It's 72. But he's going to hold the edge. He's got high strength, high block shed. His pursuit will reach 90 and his power up. He's got good awareness and play rec too. But realistically at this point, with the way that they have everything playing, if you don't have chems on your D linemen, they're all going to play relatively the same. They're all going to get blown back a yard or 2 off the ball every single time because for some reason the O linemen always get a push. You never get a push through with your D linemen unless you have like inside stuff or anything like that for them to get that push. So unless you chem these guys up, they're all relatively going to play the same. It's not really going to matter too much. Then we start moving on to the linebackers. Not a lot of people utilize linebackers in their schemes right now because linebackers do not jump. But I figured I'd go over the linebackers anyway for the top 3 that I like. And this is excluding, obviously, Muttmaster, because obviously Muttmaster is going to be the best middle linebacker in the game at this point and mainly throughout the entire game. So I took him out. We're not talking about him, so I'm going to grab up 3 different ones to tell you about. So obviously we got Lawrence Taylor. He's got high speed, 88 speed, 91 excel, 87 agility. His block shed's pretty good with 87. His tackling's decent, hit power's decent. Awareness and play rec are a little bit lower than I believe they should be for a Lawrence Taylor card because he was a beast. He was everywhere, all over the field. His awareness and play rec should have been over 90. Now, 90 power move with 89 finesse move is insane coming off the edge. He can really set, into, the run defense especially, or if he's blitzing coming off the edge to get to the quarterback. Like, he should blow everything up. But then again, you're at a disadvantage playing with linebackers this year. You just are. Most people are in nickel sets where they've got multiple free safeties, strong safeties, all that stuff playing as their linebackers so you can get the jump animations. If they fix this, it's going to make it way better and, let us utilize linebackers for what they're supposed to be used for. So it'd be really nice if they fix that in a future patch. I really hope they get to that. We're going to move to middle linebackers. My man Patrick Willis. He came out. I was excited to see him back in the game. He's got great speed, 89 speed, 91 XL. So he's super fast. On my theme team, he's even faster. Got him up to like 92, 93 speed. He's got good block shed, good hit power. Now his power move and finesse move isn't that great, but where he is better and where I utilize him the most, he's got high jumping awareness, play rec, and 81 zone coverage. Now boosted up in my theme team with lockdown all the way up, he's got like 87 zone, which is nuts. He would be insane if you were able to utilize linebackers the way that you should be able to. Because you could use your outside linebackers to blitz, have him in the middle lurking everything if you were able to jump with the linebackers. Now, Rickey Jackson is an absolute beast as well. As you've seen, all three of these guys have over 87 speed. All three of them. And basically 90 acceleration. Great agility, great block shed, pursuit, tackle, hit power is up. Awareness and play rec is over 90. His power move is 92 with 88 finesse. If we could utilize linebackers, having him off one side, Lawrence Taylor off the other, Patrick Willis guarding in the middle of the field, it would be amazing. In Madden 20, they would have been dominant, absolutely dominant. Then we're going to move on to strong safety, and the man Jamal Adams has to be one of the most balanced safeties in the entire game. Has great speed and acceleration at 89 and 88. But this is where he is a hybrid and just a beast. He's got 87 man coverage and 90 zone. You're not seeing that off of any other safeties. You're just not. You're not going to see it. But he has great awareness, great play rec, great pursuit, great hit power. His catching's a little lackluster at 67. Not exactly what you want to see. But at the same time, to be a strong safety, and he is great in the run and also great in coverage, he is probably the best safety in the game right now. This one was a tough one. I went with Micah Hyde here. I really liked him because of the same exact reason that I like Jamal Adams. Great speed and agility, high man coverage, 88 man coverage with 93 zone. He's even got high press with 81. Catching 72, which is great for a safety. His pursuit's a little lackluster at 87, but he would still be great, basically filling up holes. He's got good tackle at 82. So all around a great coverage card, but can also be physical and help you out in the run game some. You would much rather have Jamal Adams shooting the gap than you would Micah Hyde, but to have both of these guys on the field and be able to be in man coverage with both of your safeties is just godly. It's going to be so much better when you don't have to make sure that your user in your safety so that it's not in man coverage and he gets toasted, because they have such great man coverage that they'll be able to actually, be in coverage as well. And you don't have to worry about them. So then we're going to jump to the corners. First one is Chris Harris Jr. I really liked his stats. All of these guys, we're looking for people that are going to hit the thresholds in their power-up, because that's the main thing. They got to hit them in their power-up for them to play at the best that they can play. So he's got 90 speed, 90 excel in his power-up. He's going to have 93 man coverage with 90 zone, with 90 press, 90 jumping when he's put into his power-up. He's also got great awareness, great play rec. He's got high catching at 75. Now, the block shed, the tackle, and all that stuff, he's not going to be super great in the run game. But then again, I'm looking for just coverage corners to shut down the edges. A good slot corner, this will be our slot corner on the other side, is going to be Dominik Rogers. He will also hit all the thresholds in his power-up with 92 speed, 91 excel, just off rip with 90 agility, but in his power up would have 92 man and 90 zone. With 91 press, he's just going to be a great player. He's got 78 catching, the highest catching that we've got so far. Also not great on the block shed, tackle, and hit power and all that stuff, but realistically, they're not supposed to. So last but not least is the man, primetime, Diontae Sanders. He meets all the thresholds even outside of his power up, so he is definitely going to be your number one corner. The only thing he really does not excel in is pressing, so you really don't want to press him. But 93 speed, 93 excel, with 93 agility. He's got 92 man, 91 zone stock, with 90 jumping, 90 awareness, 90 play rec. 82 catching to be, I believe, the highest catching out of any corner in the game, with 82 catching, 76 spec catch. But he is going to be one of the lowest in terms of block shed, tackle, and hit power. But if this was your team, if you're just going for the best overalls, which we know this year in Madden 21, everything is theme teams, everything, because you get the boosts off of them, and it makes your team play the way that they're supposed to play and the way the cards are supposed to play. And you don't really see that outside of theme teams. That's why everybody's running at least 25 of something. But if we were going best players to put on the field, this would be an absolute dominant defense. Shut down corners, you've got shut down safeties, great linebackers to stop the run, great D-line to get the push and try to bust through. If we were able to play the game the way it was supposed to, this would be the best defense I would be able to put onto the field. If you guys feel like we missed somebody, if there's somebody that you like that plays better, or you think plays better than any of these guys, hit it down in the comment section. Let us know what players you like, you don't like. We want to see what you guys have to say. But if you guys enjoyed this one, like, comment, subscribe as always, and we're out.